Okay, let's do a check-in, see how everybody's doing. Who's on Google Hangout? We got Blake, we got Justin. Either of you guys want to talk about what we've done so far? Blake, I know you do. Oh, why don't you start? Can you share your desktop? No, that's okay.
Not very far.
Well, you know,
We've done some thinking about it.
thinking's good.
We can show you what we
Yeah,
have.
yeah, please do. Please share your desktop. And unmute yourself too, if you would.
Unmute?
Unmute yourself.
Do you want to hear us?
Please.
Through
Yeah. It's cool. Figure it out. Speaking to the group, your microphone is muted. Unmute now. Okay, how about you?
Unmute. Okay. So we started out with basic class. We called it Roman. And we knew that we were going to have to probably keep track of the number of thousands and 500s and hundreds and 50s and all that stuff. So we set up a map that maps the character to its value. So an M will be worth 1,000. I don't know if that's going to be valuable or not, but it's what we've done. And then we have integers representing the number of M's that we encounter. So our target is take an integer and start dividing it by the highest Roman numeral value that we get, and then keep track of that integer that's returned from the division, pass the modulo back into this, and then keep doing it and iterating down until you're left with just 0.
Like a subtract the weights method.
Okay, yeah.
And so far these are static, but they shouldn't be for the class, but that's just a minor thing.
And all we have now is just some real super basic command line checking.
Oh, okay.
And some very basic tests that are passing.
Nice. Let's look at your tests. Let's see here.
So these two tests work, that we can invoke it, and that if we don't have any command line arguments, it errors. And we were just starting on passing in an integer and a non-integer to see if it works. So that's where we are.
Nice. Okay. Cool. What do we think? Any feedback? Any questions?
We haven't even thought about it yet. We're at this point, we were just going to break it down into a number of values of 1,000 and stuff. And maybe we'll abandon that method later on in favor of something right away that does that. But I was going to put that off until later.
Nice. Okay. Thanks, guys. That's super awesome. Anybody else want to share their desktop? Talk about what they've done. Who else is on the?
I can share mine.
Yeah. I think you're on mute also. Yeah. Thanks for muting Blake. Yeah. Actually, you want screen share, which is like the little green arrow. I think you press the camera instead. There you go. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see here. Speak up. Yeah, it looks like you're getting something. Yep.
Okay, wait. Does it work?
You want to use that green arrow for screen share. Okay.
Yeah, I think. I don't know if I
to
have
install
it.
it. What was that? Oh, what happens when oh, there it is.
Select a window.
It's not working.
Whoa. Yeah.
Okay. So that's, what is this? Okay, here, let me try one more time. Okay.
Did my face break the internet?
Here.
Oh, jeez. Fire hazard.
Sorry. Okay, so. Okay, so I
Yeah, you were
here.
doing it. Yep. Yep. And then what do you want to? Is that your IntelliJ? Where's your IntelliJ?
Yeah. Oh, it's
Yeah, double click here.
Let's start
Good.
here.
See
How that looks.
how that looks.
Thinking about it? Yeah, that was good, yeah.
Oh,
Well,
perfect.
rather. Do you guys like the light on the dark? I mean, I'm just curious. Yeah? Yes. Oh, I'm like the other way around. I like, yeah. It is a personal preference thing. I know a lot of my coworkers like the dark screen. I just have problems reading it. Old eyes, probably.
Okay. So we decided to take a note. We were talking about like the architecture of how we wanted
Can you
to
make it a little
build this out.
bigger? It's kind of hard to see it up
Oh,
there
yeah.
on the screen.
That's full screen.
I think just Control Plus or Control Scroll will make it bigger.
Where is that? Is there maybe in the view options? In the
But where?
actually no, I could probably just minimize. But no, that doesn't. Yeah. I promise you guys, I'm not this technologically challenged. But I don't know why it's not scrolling, not enlarging. Okay. Sorry guys. So when we kind of talked about like what we were gonna do to set up, we first, like started thinking about the just base cases. So like the arguments. Then because we didn't know really how much time we had, we then decided to look for third party things that already had like already an into Roman method out there. And with the mindset that we were gonna implement this and do a bunch of testing, so that way we can ensure that that it does what it's supposed to do, and if it doesn't, then we'll just re-go from there. So just off of basic manual testing, we're able to verify that it actually does what it's supposed to. So like if I run it right now, the tests I'm running aren't working, which kind of makes this not really useful. So we were in the middle of writing a bunch of tests to cover not only the cases that we tested manually, but also to test the extreme edge cases that we thought about. So it's nothing really pretty, but just a third party thing that we kind of pulled through, and with the mindset of just
Well, so can you walk
really
us through the
heavily testing.
implementation about what does it do?
Um, we aren't entire. We basically, because we didn't really know how much time we had, and we were still kind of just debating over how we're going to set it up. So that's definitely the next thing that we're going to go through.
You can type. Just like I know.
Yeah, it's a basic enumeration that I didn't really get to fully go through because we just started heavily testing it out just to see if it actually was doing. But we saw that it got over 40 plus marks on Stack Overflow, and we are very optimistic about this third-party function.
Cool. That's probably good. Like after you get hired, although you should check the license on it to make sure there's not like some funny license on it during the job interview. Probably not the right call to make. But hey, excellent. Okay, good deal. Anybody else? Yeah, only mildly. Yeah, I think anybody can use. Yeah, not in the spirit. Yeah.
We can do one.
Hey, John. Okay. Yeah, excellent. We got one more, and then we'll take a break. Thanks. Go over to the right. There should be a little green icon with an arrow on it. Here, I'll show you one of mine. Yep. That's looking good. Okay, oh, let me click on you. Nice. Okay.
And
So we start off with just the basics. We did like 1 or 2 tests, like 1 and number 2. And then when we quickly realized we're going to have to change our logic in order to do it, so we wrote a little bit more code. And then once we got that, this little bit of logic right here working, we realized we just have to add the values and get it done.
We coding along a little bit, and that logic actually totally works, even for small weird things like for being IV. Because you can see up there, we were sort of just making a little library up here, and we can just, using this logic loop, we can just put 4 equal to the string IV. And pretty much all the hard work is done. We just need to, fill up our library.
Cool. Let's see the tests. So, did you do this test-driven development, or?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, essentially our test-driven development is, it remained pretty simple. We were just, sort of upgrading, the complexity of the Roman numeral we were expecting back. And, when it failed, we just went back and, we modified a little bit. And, we got to the point where,
Wrote that little bit of logic. And
Nice. Cool. What other test cases would we recommend for these guys? 4, 9?
4's in there.
4's the lowest one.
We can do 9.
But yeah, we could.
Oh, we gotta put the 9 in there. We have to add that library.
Yeah.
That would be a failing test.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we could start doing some error checking. Like if we try to pass in float or something, it'll say no, you're wrong.
Yeah. I think I can best answer that by telling you guys what I did. So, anything else that you guys want to add, or any more questions for these dudes? I like it. We made a lot of progress. Thanks. So let's see here. Yeah, let me show you what I did. So, I have to admit this one was like more difficult than I thought it would be. It's funny, maybe because it's hot, or I don't know. I've just sort of like lost my appetite for math or something like that. I was thinking about this like on the walk over. It's like, how am I going to structure this and everything? And I wasn't too sure where to start. And I think I struggled with what you struggled with. Where it's like, should I try to come up with like the algorithm, or should I do what I think I feel more comfortable with, which is like little pieces, parts. And like in reading through the Kata webpage, they ask that question. It's like, hey, well, do you start from the algorithm, or do you start from like little things? So I started. I started like pieces, parts. So I did test-driven development, and so actually, well, I recorded it so you can see it in the screencast. But I basically started out with a test for 1, test for 2, test for 3. Okay, and what I had was a simple for loop that just said, for int I equals 1 while I is less than whatever numbers sent in, just give you that many i's. That failed on 4. And then I sort of like wrote out all of these test cases to go from 1 to 10. And I was sort of like staring at this at the numbers. I sort of saw some patterns where it's like, oh, like here it's just like, I, and then here it's VI. I was like, oh, okay, wait, there might be a pattern there. And so I was like, okay, I then took a step back and said, maybe I'll think more about the algorithm now, and I'll try to figure out how to adjust the algorithm to get all these test cases to pass. That's what I ended up doing. And so the way I approached it was actually kind of similar to what you guys were doing. I didn't have like a map or anything like that. Where I'm at right now is I've got a recursive function. Sorry, you guys know what a recursive function is, and so I start out with Roman numeral for some number, and I create my string builder, and then I call this guy, which does the recursion. So actually, I started out, I just did like 1 through 5, And so forget that stuff that's highlighted. So I said, hey, if the number is greater than or equal to 5, okay, then it starts with a V. And then I recurse saying, okay, we'll take that number, subtract 5 off from it, and then call it again. So if I'm like 6, I'll get a V, and then this thing will just give me Roman numeral for 1, which then ends up down here, and I get 1. And then I built it up, and then I sort of realized what you did is like, oh, 4 is a special case. Meh. Okay, fine, I got 4 working. And then I did 10, and then 9. This is working. I don't know. It doesn't feel right somehow. It feels really weird to have a special case these like interesting number -1 things. So I don't know if there's a better way to do it. But this is where I'm at right now. So like my thought process was damn, it's math. I got a little math anxiety, which is weird for me to say, but anyway. So I'm sort of like putting it together, and like the next thing I'm going to try is I'm going to try to go like up to 50 and see if the same algorithm works for 50. But I have confidence because I have test cases that I'll know when I've screwed it up, right? So as I'm adjusting my algorithm, or if I have some refactoring, because I think this thing's just going to grow and grow and grow, and it's going to look super awkward. I can go back and I can refactor. So that's where I'm at right now. Okay. I think it's time for a little break. So let's take 10 plus minutes. We'll come back at 8:20 and we'll do some more. Okay. We are recording, right? Yeah, we're recording. Okay, so let's see here. Now I want to write some more tests. I want to do 11 to 20. I don't know if that's going to work or not. I think it might. Let's see. 11 to 20. So let's see. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 20. So 11 is x, 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 x. Oh, maybe this will. XX. Okay, so let's see here. Run. No way. Did that run both of them? It did. Okay, all right. It ran it all. Okay, so let's do. Boy, 30? Well, let's just do 30, 40, 50. Well, let's just do 30. Let's do 30 and 40. Public void, Roman numerals numerals 4, 30, and 40. Oh, 30. And then the Roman numeral for 40, that's XL. Okay, so that's going to fail. Yep. Oh, wait a second. Expected. No. This is 30. That's 40. Yep. Okay, so let's see here. And then, well, let's just do 50 too. 30 and 40 and 50. And L. Number greater than equal to 50. Oops. SB dot append L. I'll set the number equals 40. SB dot append.
We just wanted to be near you.
Excellent, great. So it's like so it's pair programming with me, but it's like pair programming near me.
Yeah. It's called near programming.
Dude, there's your book. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. So those two special cases. Oops. Oh yeah, because I renamed it. Oh wow. So I just want to try one. This just seems like it's too easy.
Are you making a recursive?
I am.
I
And
think that's the way to go.
it probably, yeah, and like, but what's bothering me is like the special casing of like, 4 and then 9 and then 40. And it's just, yeah, actually, and actually, I probably also need to figure out like what's the right rule. I'm like 47. So what is that? That's like XLVII. I think that's the right. Anyway, yeah. I'm trying to think of all my Super Bowls. I'm not. Yeah.
I'm just going to have a giant lookup table. Look it up to a SQL server.
That'll perform. Actually, looks like someone's sharing their desktop.
Brute force this. I never let it run all the way up there.
Turn the camera off to like save a little bit of a.
Back up.
Here we go. Oh, interesting. Okay, this is good. Okay, so that's wrong. So it should have been 4 axes. Okay, so let's see here. So then if it's... Oh, it's probably greater than equal to 40. That's why that one didn't work. Oh, oopsie. Yeah. So the number minus 50 is B, and then this one is Roman numeral for number minus 40 SB. Yeah, that's weird. Number equals 9. Just do that. Because number minus 9 is 0. Okay, so this is 40. That's really interesting. Okay. So I want to add a couple more test cases just so I'm feeling great about this. That's 30. Yeah. Let's see here. 50. That's right, like 67, 60, 263, that seems like an interesting one. That would be L, X, I. Yeah. Yep, okay, that works. Okay, well, so maybe I'm ready to go up to 100. So, public test. Oh, I should do is commit this. Changes. Commit. Support for Roman numerals up It's doing its thing. Boy, it's really slow. Roman. Oops. Roman numerals between 50 and 100. So like what's, it's like 80, 88. XXX. Is that right? VI. Roman, I was going to look at one up, see what the answer is. Oops. Roman numeral 488. Roman numeral.org. Yep, that's right. Okay. There's that. So that's 88. Let's run that one. That work. Yep. I'm getting more and more confidence in this algorithm. Okay, so let's do 99. That's going to be C. Oh, sorry. X C I X 99. 99. Oops, 99. Yep. Okay, so that's going to fail because I haven't done 100 yet. I haven't done 90 yet. If number greater than or equal to 90, else.
Okay, I like that. What I'm thinking is first the function that takes the 2
SB depend
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm saying this would be like
XC and Roman numeral for number minus 90 SB, and then that should make that pass.
it's going to
And then
it's going to append this string.
100
String
should just be C.
and then
That should fail.
so we take
Yep.
call this and
XEX, yes. Number is greater than or equal to 100. SB dot C. Roman numeral for number minus 100 SB. Oh, didn't do that right. Or the else, ignore that. And else, let's fail. Okay, wow. This is going pretty well. I gotta refactor this. Something fierce. I think I want to. Okay. because like I've got like the same code
Patent your
here.
algorithm.
The what?
You're gonna patent your algorithm.
No, I'm sure the Romans patented it years ago.
I was gonna say, I noticed that you do a lot of patents on your scripts. Is that just a consequence of where you work?
Yeah, I mean, it's there are things that I've
Is that your goal in life?
invented to work and to have patents. No, not my goal in life. But I mean, there's stuff that I've done that I want to make sure that someone else can't claim as their own, and so that's why I patented, or my company
Like a
has.
square screen with rounded corners.
That's
on a mobile device.
well, yeah, and so. Yes, and so it's interesting something that we debate a lot at work. It's like, is this really buying us anything? And I think, where I'm at is that I wouldn't want someone taking like exactly what I did and calling it their own. Now, if they, there's always gray lines about, or
Are you able to make any money off of it now? Or does your
Um,
company?
so I think, yes, I think I've sort of signed, the rights and stuff like that off to, and that's it's not so much about money; it's about protection of, of my invention. And so my name's going to be associated with it, and I'm not, the money's already come from the company. Basically.
Has somebody used any of those? Like, have they tried to
No,
contact
no,
you?
they're all pretty new though. I mean, I think the two ones that Tripwire women issued for. I think the last one was there's one last year. There's one this year. There's one coming. But yeah, no, it's not. Very very few patents actually go to litigation. To get through, yeah, it takes it was about 3 or 4 years. Yeah, it's a long time. But, yeah.
Yeah. When I was at Intel, and the patent wars were starting to heat up, they told everybody, it didn't matter if you were the CEO or you were sweeping the floor, we want patents. If
Yeah.
you've got a great idea, come to us and we'll patent it. And a lot of patents came in, and our patent war chest just grew.
And the lawyers made a lot of money off of it. So yeah. Although I got to admit, the patent attorneys that I've
Using those patents, it's about defending yourself or going after other companies saying, hey, we patented that.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you didn't. And it's just stupid.
there, I think that there are. You can look at a lot of them. Yeah. So I think. Well, I don't know if sanity will ever come to it, but
Well, did you hear about Elon Musk?
what about him?
So he started Tesla, right?
Right. Oh, that's right. He gave them all away. Yeah.
Yeah, and he gave.
Okay. I think I'm almost there. So let's do.
So here's the thing.
I think I can just do like 1,000.
In order to get like a 4 IV,
Okay. So let's see here.
I want to
Let's just do like
see
247.
if I add 1 to it, does it equal the next
247 would be CC. 40 would be XL. 7 would be VII.
I know that I can just go take this next tires, pre-pen.
Okay. Let's do 1,000. Let's do 1,000.
Actually, lower Roman numeral.
Oh, is there 500?
And return them. Same thing works with
D. D is
if I pass
500.
in 99. 99 plus 1.
Roman numerals. Around 500.
99. The problem is, wait, what's 95? I think it's VC. Is it 95 VC?
No, it would be what? 100 is C, 10 less than C, so it's XCV. XC for 90, and then V for 5. I think that's
So we
right.
don't do the thing on fives.
Right, but you do, yeah, I know. Actually, I just went and found this, whatever it was, Roman-numerals.org, and they give all the examples. So yeah, I
Do they have
can't
a
never.
great algorithm?
What?
Do they have a great algorithm?
There are all sorts of algorithms around there. I'm actually not looking at the algorithm, but they just have just the examples. So this is what you could turn into the test cases. Anyway.
This is stupid.
You know, inventing civilization and all that stuff. I don't know. So let's see here. We want one around 400.
The Arabs really figured it out.
Yeah, they at least had 0.
Yeah.
492.
Base 10 digits.
So 400 is D is CD. 90 is XC.
Plus
90 is XC. Is that right? 90 is XC? I'm getting sleepy. 90 is XC. Yeah, 2 is 2. Nope, didn't get it right. Oh. Whoa! What the hell is all that? Okay, well, because they don't have D yet. Okay, D for 500. And then... Uh, 500 D. Okay, so let's do D. Number is greater than or equal to 500. Speed dot pen. So I want to think about D. Roman numeral for number minus 500 SB else if number greater than or equal to 490. Not 400. SB dot. And CD. I think I'm finally getting the hang of it. Roman numeral for number minus 400 SB. Oh baby, we've got to refactor this. This is so ugly. Do I want to go all the way 1,000 before refactoring? No, refactor this. Okay, so I'll get it working up to 400. So that all works. I think I want to add some more test cases. 400, no, actually I think that's okay. Okay, so now it's time to refactor. Please. I'll get it working for 500, and then once I refactor it, I'll see what it's like to add for 1,000. 500. Gosh.
It's in the same place that
Okay. Boy, I want to refactor this. I've got like the same code snippet. If it's greater than that, do that. How do I parameterize that now?
So you take 50, subtract 10, and then add 9.
How do I do that?
I think this these patterns that you repeated over and over again.
Well,
it's not
so like what? I have a map. It's like the things that are common that are repeated are this number and then that. So I think this is what other guys were doing, right? They had a map of like 500 to D, 400 to that. And then
Is that right?
so if I change this to greater than, and I say Roman numeral for that number minus 9 SB, and if I have this one, if it's greater than 4, Roman numeral for number minus 4 SB.
Okay, so we're feeling tight,
And actually, I don't know, I just, okay, so let me try this refactoring. Try all of them. Okay, so that still works. And then I think, say if, else if number greater than equal to 1, then let's do this, and then Roman that number minus 1 SP. So what if I did all that? So that's my first refactor. Okay, so then commit that off. Changes. Refactor logic, so that memory branch of big if else looks the same. Misspelled branch. Oops. Time we got 8:44. We gotta finish off. Well, everybody's so into it. I don't give them some more time. Wow, it's taking forever. So slow. So let's see here. Private static map from integer to string. That's minus 2. Yeah, stop. For class, Google Maps. There's new hash map. Oops. And this is, I don't want to call these. I'm going to say New Worlds. All right, we'll see you next week. Have a great night, guys. New Worlds from greater than. That's a terrible name. Anyway, static New Worlds greater than present. 500 D. 400 CD. 100
Pending that.
CD.
Just keep doing this. This part.
95 C.
There's a 3-part
50. L. 40. Exit. 10.
Take this, like
X 9 IX 5 B 4 4 IV and 1 So then this becomes for int X in numerals.
So this is your next highest Roman numeral.
Greater than
Four is one of your next lowest Roman numeral.
if number greater than or equal to max. Yes. Yeah. That was like command slash. Number is greater than max, then SB dot append. Numbers for greater than get max.
Got it, David.
You did it.
50 lines of code and no imports.
No imports. Let's see it. I can't see it.
Oh, yeah. So basically, I took all those recurring while loops and just kind of made a function into it. I did have to make a integer class because you can't like pass by reference, like primitives by reference in Java.
I'm going to want you to explain that to the class. Give me like 5 more minutes to finish this off because I think I'm almost there too for mine, and then we can compare notes. And then Roman numeral for blah blah blah.
I divide by 10, which is x, and 0 at which I return x. That's easy. Same thing for all these. Now if I say
Roman numeral for number minus max SB. And I think I want to break here, right? Yeah, I think I want to break here because I recurse. I recursed and then break.
now if I say
Hopefully I have version control so I can safely delete this. I have no idea how this is going to work. Fail, baby, fail. Yeah. Oh, okay. And do that right. If number is greater than or equal to max, then append. Oh, that should be in a certain order. Haha. Yeah. Linked map. Linked hash map. Try that.
if I don't
Ding! Okay. Sweet. Wow. Holy mackerel. Okay. Hooray, test-driven development. I think we're going to check this in, and then it's time to check within the screens. That's time to go home. Refactored. Ugly case statement into a map and loop. Easier to understand. Okay.